without you. You stay away too long and I can't do without you. Everything you do me, it just hurt me more and more. But each hurt it seems my love stronger than before. I know flowers grow to rain, but how can my love grow to pain? And that peculiar as can be, darling, and it peculiar as can be. You tell me lies that should be obvious to me. But I'm so much in love with you, baby, that I don't want to see it. The things you do and say are inclined to make me blue. It's a doggone shame my love for you make all your lies seem true. It's the truth make love last longer. Why do lies make my love stronger? Ain't that peculiar as can be? And it peculiar, darling, peculiar as can be. Oh yeah. Everything you do me, it just hurt me more and more. But each time it hurt, it seems my love stronger than before. I know flowers grow to rain, but how can my love go to pain? Ain't that peculiar as can be? Darling, ain't it peculiar as can be? Darling, ain't it peculiar as can be? I said I ain't it peculiar. I know, baby. I the blender them need. I the blender she love. I the blender them want. Bing bing. If I blender you want, you are aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. But if I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. If I blender you want, you are aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. But if I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? By the sweat of my brow I eat bread. Faith over fear, I lift up my head. I don't want to disturb my heavens. If you're not a righteous Christian, just remember to par with me. I practice what I'm unbelieving. If I blender you out, you are aim. But if I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. If I blender you want, you are aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. But if I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. Watch how me move, watch how me flex, me live with righteousness. I am a humble Rasta man, no in a no contest. Empress, I must confess I love your natural beauty. Oh yes, I know that you're a cutie. I'm so tempted to touch, but I know one of us, so I'm not in a no rushing. I am willing to take my time, even though she's looking fine. Hey, if I blender you out, you are aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, you must understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. If I blender you out, you are aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. She's a sight to behold. Look more precious than silver and gold. But I need a virtuous woman. Now go sell my soul. You're a sight to behold. Look more precious than silver and gold. But I need a virtuous woman. Now go sell my soul. Cause if I blender you out, you want aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. If I blender you out, you want aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, please understand. You're in love. Watch how me move, watch how me flex, we deal with righteousness. I am a humble Rasta man, nothing and no contest. Empress, I must confess I love your natural beauty. Oh yes, I know that you're a cutie. I'm so tempted to touch, but I know one of us, so I'm not in a no rush scene. I am willing to take my time, even though she's looking fine. Hey, if I blender you out, you want aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. If I blender you love, please understand. You're in love with a spiritual man. If I blender you out, you want aim. If I blender you need, take my aim. But if I blender I talk about a rolling long. At work I seem to do things wrong. Thinking about the girl I love. My ebony eye. She's everything a girl should be. Sometimes I find it hard to see why she loves a guy like me. My ebony eye. Sweet little ebony eye. Girl, you got me hypnotized. Thinking about the girl I love. My ebony eyes. There would never be anyone as good for me. She's the only girl I'd ever known. Oh yeah, my ebony eyes. There would never be anyone as good for me. She's the only girl I'd ever known. Oh, my ebony eye. Ooh, yeah, my ebony eye. Girl, I love my ebony eye. Girl, I love my ebony eye. Now, girl, I just want your loving. And that's about the only thing. You make your own way and I like it, girl. And you never want a thing from me. No, oh baby, now that my heart is calling, we can stop playing this game, girl, and just be something like serious. If I give myself away, tell me if you're gonna stay. Oh, baby. Oh, I wanna be serious. I wanna be. If I give myself to you, tell me what you gonna do. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. I wanna be serious. And I wanna be serious. Oh, with you. Oh, she don't need no money. And she don't need no fancy things. Everything she needs, she got it. Ooh. And she could even spend the money on me. Alright. Girl, I need you to realize that I don't need your money. And I don't wanna waste my time. 'Cause I just need to know, oh baby, if I give myself away, ooh, tell me if you're gonna stay. Oh baby, I wanna be serious. Ooh, if I give myself to you, tell me what you gonna do. Oh baby, I wanna be serious. Now you pay the cost to be the boss. You know that shit. But pretty lady, I do too. Yeah, I do too. And I must admit there is chemistry that's easy to see. I can't think about nothing but you. No, girl. And believe me when I say I do not mind that love, long as it's that kind of love that's real. Girl, I don't mind, but what I need to know, if I give myself away, tell me, darling, tell me if you're gonna stay. Oh, baby, I wanna be serious. And if I give myself to you, oh, baby, tell me what you gonna do. Oh, baby, said I wanna be serious. Girl, I wanna be serious with you.
Grand Risings, Galaxy family. What a beautiful morning here on the 28th of the 7th of the 23. Hey, this one went quick, didn't it? This cycle went quick. Hope you're having a great time. I hope you're preparing yourself for the Reparations Day here on the Galaxy. You know that we're going to be there. We're going to be there in the Windrush Square. Don't make yourself a stranger. Don't make yourself a stranger. Come and say hello. Come and introduce yourself. Get to know those who are talking to you right here on the Galaxy of we.net. I'll be there. Right? Here we go. Message. Right here on Galaxy.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect, just a little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit, just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong. Why you go? I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect, just a little bit, baby, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm out to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my breakfast when you get home. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you get home. Yeah, baby, whip it to me. Just get home. Now, just a little bit. Reспect, find out what it means to me. Respect, TCT. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Ooh, hey, little bit, little respect. Just a little bit. I get tired. Just a little bit. Keep on trying. Just a little bit. You're running out of food. Just a little bit. I ain't lying. Just a little bit. Respect. If everything in life was right, then we would never have to fight. So if we never use the brain, then only carcass will remain. Man has never used his hands. He would never understand the joys of making this and that. That winning money from the start. Forget about stupidity. Discover your ability. Develop your creativity. Cultivate humility. You see, the more you get to life is the more you want to get from life. So go on and deal, come the past. The less you get to life. So save your money, so save your soul could be lost. Now, if every man could be lost, there'd be no one to groove the horse. Sorry, mechanics time to fix the car. No help but man to spend the time. Imagine everyone on top. Tell me what the hell could stop? Top every from a favorite drop. Extinct would be the final drop. It's time we learn to be satisfied. The rail resources running dry. Too much that you get rid of some. There are too many rules. That love. Oh my brother, get them to bed that starving weather. And heed to my foolish words. You see, the more you get to life. I love you. Love you. Let's get to life. So save your money, and your soul could be lost. Stop.
True to the galaxy of net, the Grand Risings. The Grand Risings.
There's no one to cool my heart. It's time to fix the car. No helping back to spread the top. Imagine everyone on top. Tell me what the hell could stop. However, from a fatal drop, extinct would be the mother crop. Time we learn to be satisfied. Curtail the sources running dry. Too much that you get rid of some. There are too many rules. Oh my brother, get them to bed that started with us. And leave the foolish world. The more you get to life. The less you give to life is the less you gonna get from life. So save your money, so save your soul could be lost. Lost. You got to give if you got to those who have not. You got to give if you got to those who have not. Not asking for the swamp. You got to give if you got to those who have not. You got to give if you got to those who have not. Not asking for the swamp.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Right now, I just take this opportunity to hear the kings and the brethren in the house tonight. Ja! 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 Hear him is what I say. Hear him. Hear him.
Grand risings to one and all. Welcome, welcome to the galaxy of Fari.net. What a beautiful risings that we are having. What a beautiful risings we are having. Words of encouragement there that I thought that I would share with you, the galaxy family, on this grand risings. We are truly a beautiful people. You are truly a beautiful person. There's nothing that we cannot achieve. Oh, what an inspirational day. What an inspirational evening. Let me see now. Russ Wayne, happy Earth Strong, my brother. All right. Happy Earth Strong, my brother. Lord. Tiny T, blessed Earth Strong. Blessed Earth Strong. Sister Audrey, blessed Earth Strong. Blessed Earth Strong. My son Daniel, blessed Earth Strong. Blessed Earth Strong. Wow. What can I do? What can we do? What can we do? We just move along with our cycle and our journeys. One of the things, you have to take into consideration, when we are living our lives like this, it's still a wonder how some of us are seen to get to an age. When you're standing at the same pinnacle, or even above the pinnacle of those who have reached an age, and they greet it with, "I never thought I would make it. I never thought I would be here at this age." You think to yourself, wow, because each person goes through their life, and they are thinking in different ways. They are thinking and living their lives, experiencing what they experience in their time for themselves. And we are here experiencing our existence. We collaborate, we join our forces of thoughts because we would like to live the best of quality of life for ourselves. And we at times impart that to others as well. Some of us do it as a vocation, a career. Some of us just love to just share with others, to just make them feel good as they do, Yes, that is one of those things. If somebody's offering you advice, ensure that they are living the advice themselves. One of the beautiful things what always happens, well, it has been happening to me throughout my life anyway, is that that so many people are fathomed by my youthful vigor and my energies of my life, what I've exhibited throughout my life. And I always say that it's genetics. It's genetics. It's genetics because my family, we expect to live to 100 years of age. So when certain people are saying, "Boy, that's it, right? I've done my time. I've come to retirement now, and that's enough now. That I'm finished." And then you think to yourself that you think, no. We're not finished. this is just another stage into the next piece of our lives, you know. So even as I speak, I mean, I just come into the 30s now. 30-second cycle now. 67 seconds, 37, 60 seconds, 60 seconds cycle now, right, on the planet. And you know, when you look on it in proportion to others as they reach their time, and and as I say, they greet it with, boy, I never thought I'd be here. And then you just look at it and you think, well, you're only halfway through, if that. If you embrace your journey, embrace your livication, you're only halfway through anyway. So, you know, for me, I'm just thinking, oh, come on now. We've got to change the way how we look at things in this way. Another thing is that, you know, I know that recently people are still doing this Earth Strong celebration for those who are past. Now, this is, I know, you know, this is just a theory that I figure for myself, you know. And it's one that I kind of like I've stuck to for a few years now, quite a few years now. There are times when you come into this realm, this existence, your earth strong, right? Your birth, and that's your time. That's your time of when you come into this birth, into this, right? So while you are here in existence within this realm, you know, if you wish to mark that time, then that's the time that you would mark it, right? There's another time when you leave this realm. That's another date. And surely, to celebrate those who we have reverence for, these icons of time of past, that should be the time that we really bring to highlight their day, celebration of their day, their existence, because that is the marking of their time, of what have they done over that period, you know. So, you know, it's just a thought, and I am comfortable with using that as a measure of who a person is, what they have done, what they are doing, and where they are going on to, right? Because we don't know, but we just surmise that, you know, there's another existence after this, right? And you know, only those who are supposedly gone to the gate or looked at that journey and has returned have given us a perspective, or their perspective of what's happened, or what actually is there for us to experience, you know. But still, let's say until there's more evidence of this, we don't know. Come on, let's face the facts. We don't know. But while those are here with us, let's really embrace our time here. Embrace our time here. There's a little practice that I do. Right? I've been doing it for a few years now. Okay. And I have every month, because my Earth Strong is on the 1st, right? 1st of July. So every first day of the month, I take that as a little day for myself. So as much as what you would say, okay, right, that one time of the year, that's my birth. Listen, I put myself into the state of Earth Strong Day. Earth Strong Day. This is it, and beautifully as it is, so every month on the first of the month, that's what I do, so, probably like treat myself or just make some special things. But what's very important, I review all the aspects of my life, who I am, where I am, what I'm doing, and ensure that everything is in line. And if it's not in line, put things in place to ensure that it can be in line, every month. That's what I do. And one thing that it has helped, it just gets your head into the dealing with things now, getting it done, and it's such a beautiful thing. It breaks down the long drawn out process of 6 months time, a year's time, 2 years time. Just embrace the moment, live in the moment of what's happening, and look at the progress you can make. Look at the progress, because every month you're setting goals, you're moving the goalposts a little bit more, and your betterment of what is to come is there for you as well. Yeah? First of Mosiah. So you'll be celebrating that with me on my day, right? So it'll be my day on the first of Mosiah. So all those who have an Earth Strong on the first of it, whatever month it is, that is your day as well, right? And whatever day yours come on, that day as it comes up on the month, right? Then that is your day as well. Okay? So therefore, let's embrace the time. Let's embrace our livication while we are here. Nobody's going to do this for us apart from ourselves. We have to know how to celebrate life itself. Celebrate life itself. Why is it that we are walking around with a frown on our face when we could have a smile? Greet our brothers and sisters on every occasion that we can with that warm, deep feeling of sincerity. And how do you develop that? By having a clear heart of who you are, getting to know yourself from within and embrace that. Like the speech what the sister was saying earlier on this morning. Take the good commentaries. Don't just harbor on the bad rejections. Right? Take the good commentaries. And build your reputation and your stance on the good in preference to the negative. Yeah? We, as people, we have been embracing these negative connotations so long that we even start to wear them as badges. We expect others to refer to us in a negative, and then we embrace that. We embrace the negativity. No. No. We reject the negativities. We talk into our positive sides. We express positivity. Yes, it may upset some. Why? Because they can't see themselves operating and living at your level. And don't worry. We can all live at the same level. It's only that you just have to come to mine. I'm not falling back to yours. I am not falling back to your level so that we can all be the same. You raise yours to mine, and then we can live good all together. Embrace that. I was going through some messages on my phone. Yeah, you know what? I have to apologize to some because I am. This is one of my failings. When messages, phone calls, and things like this to return the calls and things like this. Apart from my business side of myself, so I can be dismissive of that, right? But even in that, I was going through some messages there. And some of these messages were a few years old, And then listening to some of the recordings of some of these messages, and what I took from it is that not realizing and instinctively, my instinctive nature and how I expressed my instinctive nature of how I had helped some brothers and some sisters in times of when they needed it, and they were just expressing, their thanks and appreciation for my actions. And it may have been like 6 months, a year after that time, but they were just recounting themselves, like, when I reached out to them and was able to help them in one way or another, and even in doing an act of kindness, and it weren't no big thing. It weren't no big thing. I would say it's not no big thing. I literally was like, you know what? Come and share a meal with me, right? They probably never knew that. Probably at that time there, I probably didn't have the money for a full meal, but we share a plate, we share a plate, and spend some time, talk, and we laugh, and then I go my way, they go their way, or whatever. It could have been just like, boy, I recall one time there was a young sister, and she was buying some groceries, and I was in the shop as well, and I bought some items, and then she was looking for her purse, and she said, oh, and then she started to put some items back, and like with the change that I was receiving, I said, does this help? And she goes, yeah, but it's all right. I could go and get. I got no, it's okay. Just just take the change here, and then you can pay for your items, and it's okay. And then as she was looking at me in wonderment of why would I do that, and I said, well, you know what? You see the money that you was going to go and get to go and pay for this here, I goes, take that money and then help somebody else. Pass it on, yeah? Just pass it on. And obviously she looked at me in this way as if to say, who is this person, like a stranger, to come and do a thing like this, And then I visited the shop, or that stall a few weeks later, and the person said that woman there, she came back a few days later, and she was able to do exactly what you said, to pass it forward, you know. And then obviously, you know, the woman listened and learned about that act of kindness. And you never know, that kindness could save somebody's life, because you know some situations that our brothers and sisters are in, that you know they actually are in need, but their pride will not push them or allow them to put themselves in that position of, you know what, asking for help. Sometimes we just have to see the vulnerability of our people. And it's not necessarily the disheveled person there. It could be just that young woman, that young man who's having a coffee at lunchtime, because maybe that's all that they can afford, right? You understand? So, and I'm not saying this in a way of saying, oh, let's go find these individuals. What I'm saying is, be aware of those who are in need. Be aware that sometimes their act of kindness can be rewarded with your acts of kindness as well. Okay? Do not just feel that everybody is everybody and everybody's doing well, because it's not so. In this time here, there are many who are not doing well. There are many who are not doing well, right here, right now. What do we have here now? Yes, let's burn some. What's going on here? Why you stop on me for?
Hey boy, move for yourself, man. You know what's the man on the chalice yet? Sure. Me use me chalice and slow them Babylon and them do them all the fascists. Me burn them down. Me use me chalice and slow them Vatican and them do them. Selassie come for lock up me down. Me use me chalice and slow them Babylon and them do them all the fascists. Me burn them down. Me use me chalice and slow them Vatican and them do them. Selassie come for lock up me down. Because of brother righteousness, in Selassie I use to burn them down. Hey, we're not ready when I move, stadium on your face, they have a big frown. Because of pride, you know you stand upright, say you have a sight, Selassie I crown. Because of on a lippy, that a move sticky and every day it will be based down the ground. Me use my chalice and slow them Babylon and them to them all the fascists. We burn them down. Me use my chalice and slow them Vatican and them to them. Selassie come to lock up the young. Me use my chalice and slow them Babylon and them to them all the fascists. We burn them down. Me use my chalice and slow them Vatican and them to them. Selassie come to lock up the young. Pass me the light up in game. Let me make my smoke float. Pass me the light up in game. Babylon me laugh to joke. Up off the weed. Drop the body knife high. Don't you know California and Holland? Them we not try.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Grand Rises. Oh, Brother Akram. How you doing, my brother?
Grand Rising, and you know, I just like the little deliberation that you put there with the sister, and you know, and that brings me to the mind of the cooperative, you know, and why the cooperative, why the cooperative formed. Because as I said, you know, the thing is that our people, there's so many other people that don't know and don't understand the importance of helping others, you know. And as I said, you know, two people inspire me greatly in that way. One is my father, the other one is my mother-in-law, you know. And the reason for that is, my father was, you know, back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, right? You know, things were tough.
Yeah.
And many of our youngsters don't really understand what we had to go through to get the life that they're living in now. You know, I mean, the unions and so forth that had to fight to change the conditions. Conditions here was bad, you know. And thanks to the unions and so forth, I mean, you know, the people coming together to say, look, we need to make a change. I mean, we cannot continue down this road, you know. And my father was one of those who was one of the top union men in his company, you know.
And you know something with those union people, right? All it was is that they were able to communicate and to organize. Yeah.
Most certainly. I mean,
You know?
and that unity, as I said, my Lord, people don't know the conditions that people had to live in here. I mean, and the changes that unity made, so that the life that they're living in now, you know, they won't know. They can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they come when times are good. You know?
The thing is that there was one set of people. I wouldn't say people. It's when I was doing my apprenticeship, right, and coming from South London, and people coming from Manchester and where was it? Manchester and North London, everywhere, right? And we as black men at the time, we in the canteen area, we would sit together. Right, we was in different departments, but we were all sat together in the canteen area, and of course all the white boys, they were sitting in another area, and then we was just talking about, boy, one of them just said, oh, he spent the weekend in the police cell and everything, you know. And like we said, oh yeah, well, boy, this and each one of us was recounting different times of when we were arrested. And the white boys they were just amazed, like looking at us, like saying, and then we said, and then we knew what the answers were going to be, and we said to them, have you never been stopped and searched? Right? And they said, and they all looked at us and they said, no. And they said, oh, he goes, so you've never been arrested then? And they said, no. Right? And that they were just amazed that was the type of life that we live. And we, you know, when we tell them that, yeah, because anytime we could just be stopped, searched, arrested, taken away, and everything like this at any time, you know. And we started to laugh about it. That how you white people just so naive. And what happened is that was probably when we was doing our apprenticeship. For a lot of them, that's the first time they actually interacted with black people. First time, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're right there. I mean, and the fact is, you know, as I said, I don't know how our people look at it. You understand me? And the fact is, I'm here. Yes, you know, okay, I didn't quite grow up here. I came here at 14, but the fact is, I always know that I'm not the same as these people. I can't go down the road and do the same things as them. Right? You understand me? It's not my country. Right? No matter how long I'm here, it's never going to be my country. I mean, okay, I didn't born here, but I mean, a lot of the youngsters are born here, so they just think this is my country, so I can go down the road and behave like the white boy.
No.
Do that.
But
That policeman look at you, right? When he arrests both of you, right? He look at you as, hey, where you come from, he expects the best from you. He don't expect you to be doing bad. But the point is, this other boy here, he ain't got nowhere to go. This is his country. This white boy here, this is, you understand me? But
that's right.
Although you're born here, he don't see that you're born here. He sees, hey, this is you're a foreigner, right? You know? So basically, the idea is you should be always on your best behavior because you cannot go down the road and act like them. And unfortunately, as I said, whether you do something or whether you don't do something, you're still a target, and you have to, you have to be mindful to be ahead of the game. Understand what I'm saying, right? You always have to be mindful to be ahead of the game.
Exactly.
Because as I said, that's always been my thought. So I mean, I can't go down the road and behave like the white man because there's no way that policeman is going to look at me, right, and say, well, oh, so and so. No, he look at the white man and say, well, this is his land.
Yeah.
This is his place. Where is he going to go? But you get out, man.
Well, the thing is that even if you see an officer, don't even think that they're going to sympathize with you because they are black and you are black. It's an institution. It's an institution of mind melting, mind twisting, right? That they are conditioned to treat the people or certain people in a certain way. Right? Everybody is the enemy. Yeah?
Of course.
Everybody's the enemy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to be on top of the game. Because you can't, well, as I said, you do as much as you can to avoid them having reason. I remember that I was stop and search one time. Okay? Because I worked late at night, and strangely enough, my girlfriend, she had went to America, many years ago, and at the time, and she bought back a coat. You will not see this coat anywhere here in this country. Like she bought it from America, right? And I finished because at that time I was doing minicab those days, and I finished work and I just came home late, 2 o'clock in the morning, and of course comes the Black Mariah. They come along, right? I mean, in a dead end area, right? Dead end area. So now they're going to search, right? Now I put up no barriers because I know that they're looking for excuse for me to behave badly so that they can either attack me, beat me up, or whatever. You understand? So I put my, let them do what they want to do, right? And they can find nothing. Because I know I don't smoke, I don't carry nothing, I don't do any. You understand me? I don't do nothing illegal, right? And so therefore let them search. And then they finished. They said, so I asked them, well, what's the problem? They said, well, somebody has been saying, that they had some report about somebody, and the description fit you. I'm saying to myself, how come the description fit me when there's no one around that has a code like me?
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember another time, again, when at the airport, I went to meet my wife, and twin brothers, the brother who have the shop in
twins, yeah.
Yeah, our roots brother there in I always call him twin brothers, that's what he always call him. But he have the shop down there in Peckham, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. The maroon shop. Yeah.
brother because his brother was also coming in from Tanzania as well.
Mm.
Because they go to Tanzania and do things down there. So me and him was there waiting, and then for my wife to and his brother to come out.
Mm.
So in the meantime, the police came and started to harass. This is in the airport. In the airport, Right? This is in the airport. So they come now and start giving me harassment.
Yeah.
Right? So, well, I thought, well, okay, I know because I parked my cab in a place. Well, I know. Okay, we normally park there, but the point is, there I was working. So, but so I thought maybe that is why they come into things, right? The same thing, right? They come up with some excuse that something description fits me. And they want to search me. So I tell them straight, look, you're not going to search me. You want I put my clothes off right here.
Yeah.
Right? I start stripping.
Yeah.
By going red. And now there's twin brothers standing up there. They're telling him, where you move with. So no, I'm standing up right here. I want to see what's going on. And he seemed like a young officer, but he put him in such an embarrassing position that the guy starts going red. You know what I'm saying? He's changing color. Right? Because now he's in an embarrassing position, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to allow them to start
exactly.
And search. I'm going to strip off myself right there. Let everybody see.
That's right. That's right.
So so sometimes you have to use certain things with these people because, as I said, you always, as I said, you have to think ahead of them all the time.
It's like one of the things that this is why I love like Brother Carl Grant's program, right? Mainly because he recounts occasions when we can utilize the services, right? Our not our services, our knowledge and understanding of what the actual law of the land is, right? But we have to know how to utilize that law to our advantage. Unfortunately, most of us are living in naivety of the use of the law, right? And the thing is that the police, in most cases, rely on our naivety, right, to actually impose and entrap most of our people, right, into situations where it is unlawful. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. When they stop you, they're pushing to see your behavior. So because, as I said, I'll say I had a shop on the front line. I mean, I don't know if you've heard this story before, but I had a shop on the front line. Same area because, as I said, I live just across the road as well, and and because of that, I had to employ people to be there to sing, right? And one guy who used to, like a security, he didn't sell or whatever. He just, in the shop watching around and so forth, right? And then then there was another young brother, cute, nice young lad, man, very mannerable, everything. I see him, I say, hey, and I gave him a Saturday job, you know what I mean? So, he was, 13 years of age. He used to come in and pack the shop on a Saturday morning.
There you go, you see?
Right? And, the police beat up those two guys. The other guy was an engineer, and so sometimes when he's here, waiting to see if he can get work, so most of the times he works abroad, right? And sometimes he works in my shop, the off license, and sometimes he works in the Irishman shop down the road, right? And he was sort of light skin, you know what I mean? He's not very dark, you know what I mean? So they picked him up. Him and his wife stand up outside. You know, they live there, right? He lives right across the road. And him and his wife come out in the afternoon, one evening, just to stand up there, you know, get some fresh air and whatever. That boy come along, want to search him, he put his hands up to search. Sometime my brother, because I wasn't there, my brother was there watching the thing at the time. He said, look, as soon as he put his hand up, they just jump on him, grab him, throw him in the van, right? And his wife is pulling him, leave my husband alone. And they throw him in the van as well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you. So next time you see the brother, they punch him in both his eyes, you know, you could see the punch. They punched him in both of his eyes, and they broke his leg. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys, I mean, totally upright. And you know why he won his case? Because character.
What?
His character. He won his case because of his character. You understand?
Yes.
Because, you know, you have my brother who went into a witness for him. You have the Irishman who he used to work for as well, who went to witness for him. You know what I mean? And everybody is saying there's no way that he would attack the police. You know, his character does not merit that kind of a person. You see? And he won his case. I think those days, I mean, you're going back over 30 years now. And you're looking at when he's won well over 100 and something thousand times then. They have to pay him. You know? But the fact is, you don't want your leg to be broken.
No.
You understand me, right? And the same thing with the young boy. The young boy only lived two doors away, right? And he comes out sitting on the wall, minding his own business, just the same thing in the evening. And they come around and pick him up, 13 years of age, and beat him up. This is 30 years ago, brother. And these things are still going on today. You know? And this is why I'm saying the cooperative is so important for our people to understand what we can change by developing our own cooperative, right? Our own, because through that cooperative, we can build a house. You know what I mean? We like you just pointed out there, helping others. Don't want to help us.
Live in the moment and helping others. This is one because I'm going to what my intentions are for over the next 12 months, right? Is to bring themes of change that we can do for our reparatory recovery. One of the themes is going to be financial awareness. What we can actually do. Things that we can do immediately that is going to be effective for us immediately as well. Yeah?
Well yes, 100%. As I said,
right.
You know, I always point people to the Mondragon, and it is there. They can go on Google and study it. Okay? Why I continue? Because it's the biggest cooperative in the world today. And I always point, look, 70 years ago, when we were marching for civil rights in America, complaining and marching and other things, these people were having fights with the Spanish government because they said, look, you know, we want our autonomy. We don't want to be part of Spain or whatever. We want our, you know, same like the black people was fighting for their own autonomy, right, in America, right? So what this preacher man said, look, let us form a cooperative, right? And they did. And today the whole town, that means all the family is there, the granddad, the son, everybody, they come up. That is the whole structure of the cooperative is their family business. You understand me, right? And that cooperative today has an income of over 18 billion. The population less than 24,000 people, right? Employ 84,000 people worldwide, right? You understand? And this is what we can do for ourselves if by coming together in a cooperative, right? We can, as I said, we don't have to fight anybody. The fight is we develop the biggest business the world has ever seen, right? That means bigger than Alibaba, bigger than Tata, bigger than Walmart, bigger than any one of them, because we have the numbers, right? And our population is growing bigger than anybody else. So therefore, how are we going to eliminate the poverty from among ourselves? And the best way is through the positive, so that everybody, when they go down the high street, they can look and say, hey, that business, my granddad, I'm a part of it. I can go and get a job there tomorrow, right?
Exactly. And that is just a thing. It's like a family business,
right? The positive. I mean, we're all together there, right? And as I said, Julius Nyerere said the only way he sees that Africa can come out of its poverty is through the cooperative movement, right? And Magufuli, when he came in, he said to the people, look, please go and set up cooperatives in your villages. And if you all do that, find whatever you all want to do within your village, whether it's making baskets or whatever.
And this is the time. This is the time that we are forced into what needs to be done. And there's always the question: what can we do? This is what we can do. This is what we can do. Yeah.
And he said farm cooperatives and we go. No, the same thing as the guy who lost he lose out, and I was very shocked about that. I mean, what's his name? The Labour leader who lost the last election.
Hold on, I will forget his name now.
I forget his name, but he had Jamaican roots, but he lost the election based on they're pointing out that he's anti-Semitic and whatever, right? But the fact is, the man manifesto was
Corbyn.
Because he said, look, you see, there's a lot of business, big business has closed down. Mapleins, I know to buy my electronic things and so forth from Mapleins, all these big things, all these places closed down. And so, look, if we win the election, what we will do is, just like John Lewis, because John Lewis is a cooperative, right? John Lewis that you see there is a cooperative, right? And what he said is, look, if we win, what we will do is, the people who are working in these institutions, we will turn that business over to them so that they're working as a cooperative, right? So it's not Harry who owns it; it's the people who work in those businesses will now start owning those businesses. And I was thinking, boy, that brilliant idea. Now you think that he would get the support, but the people are so ignorant to the understanding of cooperative. They don't seem to know. They don't understand that what we would have done for the people of this country.
The one, and this is what I'm saying. The law, banking, right, or monies, right, has been one of our demise over the years, right? It has been one of our demise over the years, that our ignorance of handling, our ignorance of engaging, right? And I'm going to put, and I know it's harsh words, but it's true. It's true, because the results are where we are right now. The results are so blatant there, right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. Some of us have wasted a whole lifetime under the guise of woe is me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Most of us have wasted a whole lifetime under that. Let's stop it now. This is the time to stop that. Yeah? This is the time to stop it. Right?
Because there's nothing. Look, I tell people, look, I have been to New York, I have been to Paris, and there's nothing that these people have or do that we cannot have and do ourselves. Nothing. know? And it, as I said, because I don't know, maybe the spirit that I have because of the country that I came from, and I said I see the development of that place, you know what I mean, and what can be done. Maybe that's why I have all these different outlooks. Because like when I was talking to this brother from Jamaica and telling him, look, you know, in my childhood, in the 50s, I had electric light in my house, you know what I mean, because electric started coming in those days and so forth. And then you must be joking, this and that. I said, brother, I grew up with all these things around me, so these things are not strict. When I come to this place here, it was nothing new for me, right? You know, I didn't think that I come to this other great place but you know, these things I see around me. And when because my country is still a colony, they come here to try to, you know, as the government do, they come to try to get money for this. And they send down an assessor. And they say, you people must be joking. You're living better than all people in England. And you want us to give you all this money and so forth? You know? You understand?
Yeah.
And because, as I said, every house built since the 1960s, if it's 3 bedrooms, it has 2 bathrooms and toilet inside. Bathroom and toilet with electricity and running water.
It wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that previously.
Well, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you grow up with that environment, you see it, you say, well, okay, fine, you know, as I said, people who live in glass houses don't throw stones. So you know, well, hey, wait a minute, this is it. So when somebody brings you to something lower than that, then you have a problem. You understand? Because people came here because our country, my country is totally devastated. I mean, 3/4 of it is uninhabited because of the volcano. 3/4 of it, right? I mean, they have one of the greatest disasters that the world sees. But they have Hurricane Hugo.
Yes, I was about to say that. Yeah, there's virtually a whole island that's been decimated.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, I went there after the hurricane. Okay, you know, and it was nearly 90-something% of buildings, churches destroyed, totally destroyed. I mean, you know, because I had a girlfriend there at the time, and she was Joe was with us, and they built the church. When I went back, the only thing that was there was just the foundation on the ground. Everything gone, right? You know, evergreen tree that was there for hundreds of years, pulled up, gone. So you understand me, right? You know, I mean, it was a devastation, and the world, it hit the world economy so hard.
Yeah.
And over 10, 15 years later, they were still talking about Hurricane Hugo.
Gilbert was a terrorist. That's the real terrorist. Yeah.
So I've seen the disaster. Then 7 years later, the volcano came. You know, they rebuilt. 7 years later, I mean, as I said, after Hurricane Hugo, there's a man there. He was a pharmacist. You know, he's walking around naked. They were so traumatized by the hurricane. You understand? So traumatized. You know? I mean, if people understand. But as I said, the corpses, I mean, they talk about it. We talk about it in Kwanzaa. We talk about it, and yet we're not putting it together.
And these are the things that we need to be looking at, because if you're serious about reparations now, right? We can't be waiting and relying on the system, and I think everybody's aware of that now. So let's start putting in place those things that is necessary for us to benefit from our reparation process, right? And the thing is that it's not a thing of that you're just going to do and everything's just going to be laid at, like you just walk through a door and then you're going to walk into a paradisic environment, like, like these parkland, beautifully manicured lawns and everything like that, right? We have to build it from scratch.
Most certainly.
Right? We have to play, we have to do our part, play our part in the rebuilding of our reparation process. We have to play our part. It's not a case of it's not the case of that we're gonna be waiting for the this Masonic entity to come and then it's just going to be a paradise condition. No, they are building blocks. They're building blocks. You feel say when the cities in Africa's were built, that the people who laid the foundation stones saw the end of those buildings? No, they did their part. They played their part at their time, right? It might have taken them a lifetime to build that city, but they played their part in it. Yeah, we've got to play our part in the building of the nation for the future.
And because I said, the thing that hurts me most is, to think that other people think that they're better than us. They're not better than me.
Mm-mm.
They're not better than me. And many of our people is under that aspect. Oh, he's white, so he's better. Oh, I have to bow down.
Mm-mm.
Is it Steve Biko who says, when people they see the white and then they're taking off their hat and so forth. The white man is, what are you taking off your hat for? To see the white. It's a nonsense. You see, we have to be proud of ourselves. And as I said, the important thing is to understand your value. And that nobody.
Understanding the value, exactly. And as I've always stated over the years that I've been doing my programs, right? Know thyself. This is why I took it straight from the beginning, right? If I was to come and give you the end plan, a lot of us would run from the thought of this person's talking rubbish here, right? But over the years, we have been able to develop our techniques of how do we get in contact with ourselves, how do we build ourselves, how do we support ourselves to be ready to be part of what is necessary. Yeah. And the thing is that no matter how long this process takes, the foundation and the fundamentals are extremely important, right? Extremely important. So don't feel that you can just go straight to the top without knowing the foundations. So being able to execute the foundations of the process. There's no skipping anything here. We have to go right through the process of building ourselves, building our families, building our communities, building ourselves into the world market.
But that's why when Dr. Abu said, asked the question, it still rings in my ears today. What can be done?
Mm-hmm.
What can be done?
Exactly.
I said to him, look, I know what can be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, well, why don't you go and put it together? Right?
Mm.
Said, I didn't expect that from him. I didn't expect him to say, well, you go and put it together. And if you know what to be done, you go put it together. You know what I mean? You know, I thought I was going to be explaining something that, okay, the world is listening and they're here and so forth, you know. But he said, no, you go put it together, you know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Akram. Listen. You have put your message out there, and you continue to do that. And I, for one, thank you for doing it, right? And being part of it, right?
Yeah, because as I said,
it all depends. It's a thing of that. Do you believe?
If I can give out the details.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Union, you know.
Yes, you can.
People can go to our website. We have a website, right? It's African with a K, African Cooperative Union, one word, .com. And they can go there. We have a website that explains everything about what we're hoping to do, what's our aims, our objectives. And as I said, the whole idea is that we must develop our own business, that we can look after our people, right? And, you know, instead of us putting our monies into these people's fund management, put your money into the cooperative and let us develop our economy that can be greater than anything that can be greater than Tesco's or anybody. We can do it. But
exactly.
You know, as I said, you know, don't expect me alone. It's all of us. A cooperative is about all of us together.
Exactly. Right, we're coming to the top of the hour now. Right, and I thank you once again for joining us. Actually, we've done a very good coverage of this over this strong here, haven't we?
Well, yes. I mean, as I said, this is where I'm coming from. I mean, this is what I want to, you know, put to our people. We need to educate our people. And as I say, I'm glad that you're on that program, because our people need to understand, and they need to get the confidence that they, you know. And I'm going to send you something from my uncle. You know, he was talking about school education. Just take out education out of it and put our situation into it, and you will see. And as he's pointing out, at the end of the day, the buck stands with us. We cannot continue to keep waiting for the government. We, the people, have got to do it, right? And same thing as Jack Moore point. He came to Africa and he says, "Look, stop waiting for the government. You, the
people." Exactly. I guarantee, Mr. Politician ain't worried about what's on your dinner plate at the end of the day.
Exactly. You know, as I said to, don't complain about the teacher, right? Whether you learn, you're the one who wants to learn. If you don't learn, the teacher doesn't lose anything, right? You're the loser. So, you know, so going there with the concentration that you are going to try to learn to be the best that you are, right? Never mind what the teacher is, if he stinks or whatever it is, that is it. But I want to learn what he's put up there on that board.
That's true. And thank you very much for joining us this morning here on the Grand Rising Show, the Galaxy Grand Rising Show, right here on galaxyfwe.net.
Yeah, okay, thank you, brother. As I said, I'll send that thing to you, and you can look at it. Just take the word education out of it, and then put whatever else you want in it, and you will see, you know.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right.
Are you time enough? Yeah, now.
At the top of the hour, we should be having our Dr. Oliver. We're there.
Who watch you? You've got to feel the soul down inside of you. You got to feel it. Oh yeah. That was Hootman a while ago when I tell you when I sing it. It says, if you're to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't believe. To share the joy, togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to be. Then you will feel the soul inside of you. You got to feel it. Oh, you got to feel it. Deep down inside of you. It's